I'm CWO4 Vic Pinion, U.S. Navy retired, telling some stories of my naval career. This one is when I was serving aboard the aircraft carrier John F. Kennedy, CB-67, as her catapult rescue maintenance officer and vigilante agent. We were deployed to the Mediterranean Sea. Our PLAT, pilot landing age television camera, TV cameras. We had I think 4 or 5 of them. In any case, they were maintenance headaches and kept breaking down, hard to get parts for them, and we had fixed them as much as we could. Now, we've got one down now. We do not have parts to fix it, and I tried to get them and not available in the system to try to go to the next higher assembly, which was a whole camera, and try to get that. And they were in short supply, and they were restricted issue. You had to submit a casualty report on a camera that you had in order to get one of these new ones and turn in the old one, and you get carcass value credit for it when you turn it in. But you had to submit a casualty report to get it. Routine matter. It's just the way business is supposedly be done. But now enter politics. CAS reps are numbered. And there was a line of thinking that a ship's CAS reps could be used as justification for a less than perfect fitness report for a department head or commanding officer of a ship that had more than another ship, so forth. In politics. Their boss absolutely refused to let me CAS rep that camera to get another one. I mean, we're not going to CAS rep this camera. We'll just go without it. So that's what we started doing, going without that camera. We only had one centerline camera. Okay, fine. That's what the way the boss wants to do business. I can't fight that, you know. Well, we had another casualty. One of our main hydraulic pumps for number 4 catapult, a part in the controller for it went bad and needed to be replaced. Well, trying to order one of them, it had been deleted without replacement, as the way it was read in the supply documents. Well, it turned out this was a Cutler Hammer pump controller, and Cutler Hammer had been bought out by another business 20 years ago, and that model controller had not been built since then. So deleted without replacement was the way it read in the supply documents. So, man, we gotta have one. So the only way to really get one is to CAS rep. Fill out a casualty report where this pump don't work because this controller part is not available. And what that would do, it would free up the type commander, in this case the Commander Naval Air Force's Atlantic Fleet, to send a tech rep aboard a decommissioned ship to cannibalize one from there and send it to us. I took my casualty. Here again, it's strictly routine. That is my really only recourse of action. I took my CAS rep up to their boss. Same thing, he blew a cork. I told you we're not going to CAS rep. The boss, and I tried to explain it to him, he didn't want to hear it. We'll go without that pump. So now, okay, our ball's rolling downhill. This is 2 things that should be CAS rep, that the parts were available somewhere, and these CAS reps would free them up, we could get them, but he would not allow me to CAS rep to get those parts. Period. Okay, the ship pulled into Naples, Italy. And the casualty rep called me from shore on the quarterdeck phone. We were anchored out in the bay. And he says, Air Lamp wants to talk to you on the phone. I'll wait for you here at Fleet Landing. Okay. I got on the boat, went over to Fleet Landing, and we went to his office, and we called Air Lamp. and I talked with Lieutenant Bob Whalen, and I told him my woes about those inability to Casualty to get those parts. He said, no problem, Bosun, I'll get them to you. And he did. He was a good SI officer. He did his level best, fine man. Him and I didn't agree on everything, but he was a fine man. He was of a junior pay grade. He held an ability he was holding, but he did it quite well. As best he could, because I had some problems with him later when I was in the shipyard trying to undergo an overhaul and experiencing some problems that required him to fund jobs, which he was tasked with motherheading his funds and only spend the minimum amount that he was absolutely had to. Okay. Now for that story, y'all carry on.